you hear economic mobility, what does it make you think, right? What does it mean for somebody to be economically mobile?
Exposure is one of the biggest problems we face, especially for, like you said, the further you get out from downtown, the less you actually know what's available to you. And I think access and opportunity are the other big hurdles that come along with that, because if you don't know what you're exposed to, you don't know what you have access to, or an opportunity to become something that you don't know you can become.
So there is ability within your community to be able to move to get different resources, allowing people to follow passions and dream, but also not have to move out of your city to be able to do that.
What is the it factor for Tulsa? Why are people that are coming from other programs moving here? And what is it from those other places that are making people stay?
The other thing that we have to do, particularly as not-for-profit organizations and for-profit organizations, is that we have to join our voices and link our hands and really come together as a unit to advocate for a living wage, to make sure that folks who are working 40 hours a week have a really good shot at preparing and taking care of their families without having to over-rely on systems.
So we talked today about using trusted neighborhood partners, trusted leaders in communities, and then just using like old-fashioned approaches, knocking door to door, using flyers, and just basic approach to make sure that we're reaching everyone that needs help. Maybe more connected, making sure that they understand where to go to get the information that they need at whatever place in the process they are, whether they're coming out of school or need training, whether they need help with resume building or just interview skills, whatever their needs are, to know where to look to find those resources.
To have folks have economic mobility, they need to be able to have the money to start businesses, to have the money to grow businesses. And I think that that's essential to moving the city forward.
We need to be asking people what they need, what would be helpful, bringing people to the table just like we did tonight to find out what resources would be valuable instead of making assumptions for people. What Tulsa needs in the next 10 to 15 years to be successful is a lot of humility, a lot of willingness to ask, and a lot of willingness to admit that we don't know and that we can do better for one another.
Community is an action verb. We've got to do it. That's how you build trust and collaboration. You can't build trust and collaboration by talking about trust and collaboration. So we get to roll up our sleeves and do it together.
Issues around the 1921 race massacre, we've got to do more work in certain communities so that all of us can rise.